Harper One and HarperAudio present Enneagram in Real Life. Find your type, understand who you are, and take steps toward growth. By Stephanie Barron Hall. This is the author. A note before we begin. Don't forget to download the accompanying enhancement PDF from your audiobook provider. It contains images from the book and an Enneagram assessment, and will be referred to throughout as the enhancement. For Brandon, who believed when I didn't. Introduction. The door to my second-floor apartment swings wide, and I drag myself over the threshold. Weariness creeps through my bones. With one glance, my husband jumps into action, his face stricken with concern. "What do you need?" he asks. "Want me to draw you a bath?" It's a struggle even to form words. "Sure, that sounds nice," I yawn. By the time he returns, no more than 5 minutes later, I've collapsed in a heap on the entryway linoleum. Keys still in the door. I'm dead asleep. 15 hours earlier. I park on San Julian Street. It's early and most of Los Angeles is still asleep, so I don't even have to circle the block for a good spot. The morning is dark and still cool as I grab my notebook and head inside the Los Angeles Flower Mart. My wedding floral design business started as a hobby, but 3 years in, I'm dedicating every hour of PTO from my 9-to-5 job to it, producing increasingly ambitious weddings. This Thursday morning pickup is standard for a Saturday wedding, so my favorite vendor has already prepared the bulk of my order on a tall cart. After brief hellos, I wander the rest of the vast warehouse, crossing odds and ends off my list. Bits of texture and unique colorways will add something special to the bouquets I'll prepare over the next 48 hours. Once I've found the perfect ranunculus and anemones for the bouquets, I pack the bundles of greenery and florals into prepared 5-gallon buckets lining the trunk of my car. My favorite local coffee shop is still dark, so I hop back on the 5 freeway and take the 110 north. This wedding is special because I've known the bride for years, and we've designed a beautifully personalized backyard wedding reception. All day Thursday, my bride's family and friends gather to iron tablecloths, set up rented tables and chairs, and wrap greenery into long, lush garlands. It's also my first and only foray into event coordination, so I spend the afternoon coordinating vendor arrivals, delegating tasks, and assembling foundational elements of the centerpieces and bouquets. By the end of the day, my Fitbit reading is over 25,000 steps. Only in my car on the 90-minute drive back home does my body begin to relax from the buzzing energy of the day. The following days will sustain the same frenetic pace. In retrospect, my husband was alarmed by my falling asleep on the floor, but he wasn't surprised. By that point, he'd seen this cycle many times. The thrill of this work kept me hooked. I embraced the hard deadlines and the ability to create something beautiful and tangible, but working a full-time job in addition to building a wedding business was unsustainable. I didn't know it then, but I had just begun my penultimate wedding season. This event coincided with my early Enneagram learnings. I was just waking up to my tendency to place all my worth in my productivity and how impressive others found me. I'd always chased the magical warmth of success. There was something about it that made me feel proud and glowing, accepted, like I finally belonged. So when I found a creative outlet that people would admire in photos for years to come, something that would feature my work in my favorite publications like Style Me Pretty and Green Wedding Shoes, I leaped headlong. I knew enough about the Enneagram to know that as a Type 3, I excelled when challenged. I loved to work hard and bask in the glory of a project well done. My mantra was, if you're not falling over at the end of the day, you haven't worked hard yet. The first time I heard Brené Brown refer to exhaustion as a status symbol we wear as a badge of honor, I thought, how is that a bad thing? I was what I now call a #hustle monster. In the midst
Sample complete. Ready to continue?